Hi, it's Panda Movies here. Today I'm going to explain the Japanese horror movie called Noroi, The Curse. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. Enjoy the video. Masafumi Kobayashi, a paranormal researcher who has published a series of books and movies on supernatural phenomena in Japan, is the subject of the film. Kobayashi vanished after his house burned down, and his wife Keiko was discovered dead in the debris while filming The Curse. The aforementioned documentary begins to play, largely through Kobayashi's cameraman Miyajima's recordings. After her neighbor hears the sound of screaming babies coming from her house a year and a half ago, Kobayashi examines Junko Ishii and her son. Ishii leaves soon after, and Kobayashi and Miyajima return to her old house to discover dead pigeons. A mysterious vehicle accident kills Ishii's neighbor and her daughter. Kana Yano, a girl on a variety television show who has powerful psychic powers, vanishes around the same time. Kobayashi learns through her parents that a man called Mitsuo Hori paid a visit to Kana. Hori, an eccentric psychic, thinks Kana was abducted by ectoplasmic worms, and Kobayashi and Miyajima follow Hori's cryptic instructions to investigate a man named Osawa, who brings pigeons into his apartment building. Later, Osawa was reported missing. Hori, an eccentric clairvoyant, believes Kana was kidnapped by ectoplasmic worms, and Kobayashi and Miyajima investigate a man named Osawa, who takes pigeons into his apartment complex, as per Hori's cryptic instructions. Osawa was later reported missing.